Turn the live chats on. Live chats on. Super chats. They on. Yo. Look interesting. Yeah, show y'all something a little interesting. See what we got. How everybody doing, man? Give me one in the comments if sound is coming in clear and that piece still looking good to you. We got tell a friend to tell a friend. I Have going live, baby. We're gonna do a little low securement. And then we're gonna talk about my situation that I'm in right now, which ain't really no bad situation. You just gotta know how to manage the situation. And for a lack of a better word, milk the situation. We got the little chains. Okay, argue with that. He got the, ooh, that look loose. Let's not talk about that. We're gonna talk about the placement. We're gonna talk about the placement. We ain't gonna talk about shoot. We're gonna talk about the placement. We're not gonna talk about the actual tension on the chains. Let me get away from it. There's somebody else trailer, low profile, 53. You see it. Oh, there are some major pros and cons to a low profile 53, and that's one of the biggest cons. Because the reason it's a low profile, because most of the time it's gonna have 19.5 or 17.5 tires. Trust me, I used to do high shot. Those tires are not the easiest to find, and they don't like speed. 70 miles an hour and above with weight on them, you need to have at least 16 or 18 ply tires, which are really expensive. These motherfuckers pop a lot. They pop a lot on a semi. They don't pop much on the high shot, if any. You might get a year and a half out on the high shot, but when you putting 48K on this mount here, them tires, even though they meant for that, they ain't speed rated for the type of shit that we be doing a lot of time and the way I like to drive anyway. But if you can keep your speed in check and keep your weight in check, you see how that tire look. Stop hitting curves, they'll last. And just for the sake of argument, all those are 516 chains, man. So he got 6.516 chains. We're finna show a slight variation. I like what he did with the placement and everything. And there's no such thing as over secure. This shit weighs about 36-ish, 40-ish. That right. Woo, they say clapping on that mountain. Oh, by the way, I'm up here in the good old Ozark Mountains of Arkansas. Good old Arkansas, Arkansas. All right. This is a track that goes to a pretty big crane. It's not the biggest crane, but it's pretty big crane. We got the 3/8 chain. They right up under a half inch. Like I said, this weighs about 36, 38. DOT regulation said 50%. We're at about 85. So we within guidelines. It's not going anywhere. We within 85. One thing I have to show y'all, and the reason I wanted to show y'all and I'm going live is because of chain placement. And I see people make this mistake when carrying stuff like this, when they carry dumpsters, large trash compactors. Whenever you chain something down, beyond chaining it on the non-welded side, that's the non-welded, that's the welded side. So you want to put the hook on the non-welded side. Beyond that, you always need to have your chain doing two things. Now, it's just like the two front wheels on your car or your truck. Just like, oh my gosh. Okay. That's a screwed up place to stop. But anyway, just like the front tires, your steer tires on your car or your truck, they can only do two things at once. The three things that they could do is go, stop, turn. Remember that. Like when you're driving, if you think about this, you'll avoid going into skids and dangerous situations. That tire, even though it does three things, it can go, it can stop, it can turn, screw my ass hands. I'm a worker dude. If you got a problem with that, hey man, send me some lotion. Cash App JBUTLER357. The consultation still lit and that lotion still jumping off at Walgreens. Y'all send me some. But at the same time, beyond that front tire can't do but two things at one time. And that's either stop and turn, accelerate and turn, but it can't stop, go, and accelerate. They call that a skid. That's uncontrolled. Same thing with a chain. A chain can only do two things at once, but there are three things that it could do. Really four, but we're not going to go against gravity and say up. It's not going to hold anything up. But what it can do is hold something back, hold something forward, and hold something down. It can't do all three at one time. The problem comes in when you try to secure an item and you only have the chain doing one thing. Now, at a certain point, if I had all of these chains in the position they're in, true enough, I could put a chain across the top and have it pulling straight down. And it wouldn't impart forward or backward force on it. It would just be pulling down. But those are auxiliary and ancillary chains. Your main chains that you're using to hold the load must do two things at once. This chain is holding this item down and it's keeping it from going backwards. You see that? So, this chain is holding down and it's keeping everything from going forward. So, this chain and that chain are working together to keep it from going forward, and that chain are working together to keep it from going back, and each of the four chains is being used to hold it down to the deck, which creates friction with all this contact patch to also further help this thing not go forward and back. Okay, now I'm gonna show you something about having your chain doing two things. By having your chain doing two things, it will inadvertently, because of this angle, you'll inadvertently be holding the piece center. So not only is it keeping it from going forward and backwards, it can't go up because of gravity, it can't go down because of the deck, but it also can't go side to side because this angle is so sharp that it lassos it in the middle, so it can't go either way. This angle is so sharp. We're always looking for 45. If we can get 45, or close to 45, that helps the purpose a whole lot. Now, I know this is one of them in-depth joints right here where it ain't for everybody. This live ain't for everybody, but for the people that it's for, I hope it's helping you understand a little bit of the thinking that goes into securing something that looks like this. Let's see. Hey, Jack Knight TV. That's a good tip. That's a good tip, bro. For real. That's a good tip. I don't know what's going on with my chats and my super chats and all that there, man. I can't hardly see nothing on here. Hold on 1 second. Try something. Yeah, let me try something. Y'all peep it there for a second. I'm finna go in the menu and try and screw around with something. But yeah, that plus the sunset, that ain't no bad look right there. No, that ain't no bad look at all. Yeah, I don't know what's up with these comments. They stacking on top of each other on my screen, y'all. Ain't really nothing I can do about it. I'm trying to address some of y'all questions and comments though. But it's all messed up. Wow. Everything covered up. It's crazy. Wow. Yeah, this chat is really screwed up on my screen. But like I said, we haven't been on here long, nor will we be on here long. It's just an opportunity to show you a little bit about not only securement, but if you look at it from where we are, I want to show y'all something about a spread axle that y'all might not know. Okay, can anybody tell me between that axle and that axle, where is the weight of that load? And I ain't talking about on the truck, we ain't talking about the seesaw effect or none of that. From where it's sitting right now, which one of these tires do you think has the most weight on it? That's a good question. Which one of these axles, that one or that one, do you think have the most weight on it? Give you a little something on their weight distribution right quick, and then we gonna go and let y'all go. Cause it's getting cold out here. I'm in the Arkansas mountain. It's freaking cold. But that ain't gonna stop us from learning a little something today. And if you notice where I sat that dead center on top of that first axle, it really looked like hmm, a seesaw on that front axle. So you know what I'm saying, normal thinking is if the center of the weight of that right there is right there, that axle right there will have the most on it, and that one may not have as much on it. And then some people will be like, well, it's a spread axle, it's meant to spread the weight. They're equal. You're right. They are equal in most cases. As long as your airbag, suspension, all that goes together, they are equal. But I'm gonna show you about weight distribution. When you look at this wheel and this wheel, they're 10 foot 2 inches apart. They call it a 10-2 spread. With a 10-2 spread, I get to scale 40,000 pounds back here instead of 34. Okay. Now, with that being said, I don't get to go over 80. I don't get to do 6,000 pounds over 80 just because I can put 40 back here. But what it allows me to do is sit the load farther back on the trailer, get a little weight off the truck, and actually carry more. And I can still be under 80. But one thing you have to realize when you sit stuff on this trailer, where is the weight on the trailer? Y'all see me run master coil way up there. This ain't my trailer, but you see me run master coil up there by that red thing right there. Right by that piece of ramp, that red little sticker right there. That's where I normally probably put a coil. And people don't understand that, hey, they like, oh, it's too far forward. But between this axle and this axle, the weight of whatever we have on the trailer is actually right there. It's physics, but the weight of the load is actually in between the tandem. It's crazy. Don't. Hey, man, I ain't invent physics. It is what it is. But that weight is right there. So if you were to try and balance a piece of equipment that was really heavy between this axle, and you set it right there, you'd be wrong. Because where you're really wanting to sit that it is probably right there where that light is. Because you're not measuring the weight from here to there. You're measuring the weight from here to there. I don't know if that helps somebody. That might help somebody. I'm finna get up out of here, man. But at the same time, what you don't know, you just don't know. And I'm trying to help some people that might not know. You know what I'm saying? Because this will get you in trouble. And step deck is a lot different than flatbed. If you'll notice, before we even start loading the trailer, we 10 11 feet back. Most flatbed loads start right there above the kingpin, or right there above the rearmost dry axle, and come all the way back. You see them loads of shingles and stuff, them loads start way up here. I used to run concrete, it started way back here. So what does that mean? You got to be more mindful about your trailer weight, axle weight, because you're measuring from here to there. So I mean, you got to put more weight forward to make it really balance out sometimes. And it's just a caveat with a step deck that's a little bit different from a flatbed. But like I said, man, it's been a while since I just did a live. I'm sitting out here. Oh, detention and layover. Last part of the video. Detention and layover. All right, detention. Let's define that. Detention with most brokers, most shippers, is any amount of time that you are delayed with getting loaded or unloaded from a place where you're going to pick up or drop off that has an appointment time, and in some cases first come first serve. Not always, but in some cases when it gets ridiculous as far as detention, it gets ridiculous first come first serve sometimes, but layover, overnight layover, all the time. We don't want to hear it. Okay, so let me give you a scenario. I went to a site in very south Missouri near Branson. They were disassembling the crane. As you can see, these are the two tracks. They also disassembled the house, which is the cab of the crane, and the arms. The arms are already here. The power unit is already here. As you can see, we on I-30 in the middle of what used to be I-30 and on the sides of what's about to be I-30. They changing it up. They widening it up. They adding more bridges and stuff. So what's going on is these loads are legal. These two trailers, these loads are legal weight, legal length, legal height, nothing special about them. It's just whenever you do crane work, listen to me good. This for you people that have been doing this shit a long time, so y'all stop fucking up the rate, because this here pays $9 a motherfucking mile for 200 miles. This pay, wait a minute, this pay $9 a mile for 200 miles. Some folks say that ain't shit. But then we got detention. And then we got the layover, cause I be here in the morning. I got my load set up. I ready for in the morning. Glory be to God. But get what? Get what? I'm gonna capitalize. By the time I get through with this, they're gonna be the win from 1800. We got 150 on the detention for today, which is separate from the 250 they're gonna pay for me to spend the night. So that's $400 onto the 1800 to spend the night and a little waste of time. It ain't held me up. 'Cause I booked my load up for the next day because this is what you got to understand about crane work. Crane work is an exercise in hurry up and wait. Everybody wants you here on time. Everybody says there's a penalty for being late. But if they're late, now it's your turn. So what we had to do was the house, the actual house part of this crane, where the cab is, where the guy sits up in there and works it, is an oversized load. The cab is extra wide, it's extra long, and we were getting loaded at a bridge site where they're building a bridge. This crane was not the crane they're using to build a bridge, but it's the crane they use to put together the bigger crane to build the bridge. Okay? So it leveled to the crane game. This shit, it looked big as fuck, but there was just the crane that was picking up the parts to assemble the real deal crane. So think about that. All right. But whenever you're doing crane work, you always know whenever you're doing windmill work, we had a lot of that last year. Whenever you're doing disposal work, whenever you on site and you got to be there, you charge a daily rate. Listen to me good. This shit ain't about the mile. I told you $9 a mile. That shit doesn't mean nothing. Now when you guys spend the night, that shit don't mean nothing. And then $9 a mile before the layover in the detention, we might be at 11 or 12 right now. Y'all do the math. Y'all hold up. Y'all do the math. 100. Hold on. Robert Dale. Hey, somebody jump in your GPS so it ain't no cap on my name. Because it ain't even 200 miles. All right, hold on. Roberts Dale, Missouri. Let me make sure. I ain't going to lie to y'all. Robert Dale. Y'all know I ain't never been on no cap shit. Robert Dale, Missouri to Benton, Arkansas. Let me check my shit just make sure I'm calling that city name out right. There it is. Well, I tell you, I be enjoying myself. This shit be hard now. I swear for God, I've been going through some stuff, y'all. My bad. Ridgedale. Ridgedale, Missouri. And you see, I ain't did shit today. I had to wait to get loaded. I ain't did shit. I ain't even finna law, but that's where we at. So, Ridgedale, Missouri to Benton, Arkansas. Somebody get on your GPS, throw the miles in the air, wave them like they just don't care. Once you get your mile, whatever the miles is, pop out your GPS. Bow, bow, bow. It ain't that far. I'm telling you, it ain't 200 miles. I'm just talking shit. 200 miles and do your 1,800 divided by however many miles that is. I see Didi in the comment. What's up, mom? Appreciate you. Appreciate everything you do. Yeah, she good at that shit. You do it. You do it, Didi. Plus your 1,800 and divide that. I don't even think it's 170 miles, but I just say 200 because it's mountains. It burn a lot more fuel and shit like that. I counted at 200 miles because the truck burning diesel like it ran 200 miles out them damn mountains out of the pool with this shit. And it ain't just that light. So that's your rate per mile. Now we slide in there with the other four. We say 22 divided by the same mile, and you do your rate per mile and know that them motherfuckers he'll pay more than most oversized shit that these folks out here running while they fucking up the RGN game with them Volvos and shit pulling them. Man, there ain't no damn talk to a Volvo and this and that and the other. But we clearly see you had no intention of doing the RGN and now you own that shit just cause of simple fact you got the wrong truck for the job. But at the same time, oatmeal be no meal. And I ain't talking about nobody in particular. I'm just saying what we observing out here right now. We got folk going from the dry to the RGN with none of this in between. And they fucking that RGN game up. That's why I'm so glad Benny got an extendo. Cause everybody ain't got the extendo because you look at some of that RGN work over there and want to shake your head. I wouldn't even pull up with my step dick on that shit. Shout out Benny and the boy. Shout out Pop, man. Y'all go follow Big Benny on goddamn IG. Y'all go follow my IG, Hot Shot Haven. And nah, like I said, when you get through with layover and detention, and you add that up, and the fact that right now the truck is not running, it's not costing me a dime to sit right here. My day been done. I already planned for my day to start tomorrow because I know something the average person don't know. When you're doing crane work, you charge by the day and you plan on giving them that day. I could have easily, listen to me, oh man, 170 miles, I run there for 800. Cause they called me. I didn't call them. They called me. I didn't call them. And they said, what it gonna take you to do it? Not today when they called me, but tomorrow. I was nowhere near this pickup when that was told to me. I said, man, I ain't nowhere close to that, but I can figure out how to get there, and I'll be there tomorrow for the pickup. Matter of fact, I can make it there today for the pickup. But at the same time, forget me to move around like that. And actually, I lied to him. Wait a day. I told him I'm finna go sit a day and wait on y'all. Oh, he liked that. So when I said 1,800, it really wasn't no big deal because when they tell me a crane track, you gotta think about this. They're about a 5 or 6 truck job. They go truck number 2, but the truck that got the house on it is an RGN. The trucks that got the booms on it, they're step decks. You talking about 5 trucks to move one crane 200 miles. 200 miles, 5 trucks. Let's see. Hmm. About $50 a mile. Let's talk about it. Let's talk, hey, day rate. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. It's a real number. This is real life. See, a lot of folks can't do this type of math on their toe. A lot of folks ain't fucking with these consultations because one thing about it, they scared they're gonna learn something from a fool. See, they scared they're gonna learn something from a guy like me. Hey, that what they, ah, that what they pride me of. I ain't that orthodox motherfucker you see on all the ads, and I ain't spending $1,000 a month to show you every time you click your phone open on YouTube. You see me talking about you want to do better in trucking? Have you seen the downturn in the market? Are you ready to do better? Well, come join us today at Noble Enterprise where we can make all your dreams come true. Guaranteed $10,000 a week plus maintenance, fuel card, all ancillary costs covered by Noble Enterprise, fuel card, 401k, dental, vision. We do got dental and vision, and we working on the 401k part. But I'm just saying, I could be on some cap ass shit right now. Hey, I be seeing MK Logistics. Anybody be seeing them? Them motherfuckers spending $1,000 a month for real. Just to try to get somebody to leave purchase one of them trucks. They done went to the bank and lied like they had work to you, and now they try to trick you to get in the truck so pay they note because they ain't doing shit and because they running at $2 and $1.75 freight out there. On some flatbeds. Man, for all be shaming themselves. Shit look good. Just like Convoy look good. Tell Jeff Bezos them, stop making write-offs with our future. See, people don't understand the game. I said this a long time. Gotta understand who fuck with who in the circle with who own what, who do what. The same motherfucker. Wait a minute. Hold on. Where that truck at? That truck just went by with the Amazon ding-a-ling on to put that dig in y'all. Hey, the Amazon ding-a-ling. They're the same people on Convoy. Shut that bitch down. Hey, and then you all of a sudden see a whole gang of Amazon advertising. Hey, you know what's better than a friend with a truck? A friend with a bigger truck. Man, you get your motherfucking ass on, bitch. Hey, guess what? Y'all keep pushing that agenda on these weak-minded people out here that made some terrible decisions during COVID and they bills out of control. You save them folks. I got that shit where it don't come to my timeline no more. They suck a dick and die fucking with me. That's what they can do. So I'm gonna be out here in it to win it, and I'm on the ground all the time. And get why? Because proper preparation prevent poor performance. These motherfuckers think it's a game or something. No, no. Only reason I'm out here right now, the good Lord, is some good ass preparation. For real. And know what not to do. See, hey, I love Monkey P forever till I die. Cause he told me one thing. Boy, you might not know what to do, but you damn sure know what not to do. I ain't sucking the bank dick. I've been telling y'all this shit since 2018, 20. Can't be out here sucking bank dick, home. I'm just saying, if you gonna do it, you better do it good. You better do it where they like you. Cause when they stop liking you can't get nothing else. It's all about what kind of business you putting down and what kind of shit you got going on. Hey, it's a whole lot of folks right now. Oh man, All you gotta do is, first of all, you get your first 100,000 from the bank. Then you let your MC age a little bit. Then you come back and you drop the brokerage. When you drop the brokerage, take the brokerage, feed the trucks, turn that into a million, open up a new business, slide over there. Then you got 100 million come from the bank. Take the 100 million, flip the 100 million, come back. You got enough money to send Ukraine. Hey, we're gonna stop with the clown shit, y'all. We're gonna cut the clown shit out. I'm telling y'all, we gotta stop because the reality of what's going on out here is absolutely devastating. This market has become absolutely debilitating. That's where versatility come in. That's why I was trying to tell a whole lot of y'all when y'all started. Everybody want to do power only because they don't want to be responsible. I ain't got about no ties. I ain't got to do breaks. I ain't got to do this. I ain't got to do that. And you ain't gonna count the amount of money I count either. Don't leave that last part out. No. Because the kind of money we be counting come with a lot of responsibility. A lot of responsibility. I'm going to show you how much responsibility. This ain't my trailer. This ain't my piece of equipment. This ain't my motherfucker. This ain't my track. Go to my. You know how much responsibility this is? You think my badass insurance company gonna forgive me if this shit fall off in traffic? They ain't gonna forgive me. Trust me, we ain't that cool. They like me. And also, I'm gonna say this. If you can drive, have driven recently 13 or 18 speed, long, it ain't gotta be no long no truck, cause you're gonna adapt to whatever you're driving. If you drive 13 or 18 speed, if you have, I ain't gonna say no criminal background. If you have no moving violations and no problems with your license, get in my email, Noble Enterprise LLC at gmail.com. Send me your resume. Send me something about yourself. You want to drive the Peak? Or you want to drive what next? We ain't stopping. It be a whole lot of goddamn speed bumps and obstacles in the way, but we ain't stopping. And they ain't no bad, ain't no bad looking truck. Be honest with you. That's not a bad looking truck. Screenshot there. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Yeah, that ain't no bad looking truck right there. Shit. To the point where got your manual endorsement, little flatbed experience. I don't need nothing but a little bit. Just somebody that understands the concept and know how to move the truck safely. We can train you to do the rest. But at the same time, if you meet those criteria, you got at least 3 years on your license. 3 years on your license. No major violations in the last 2 years. And trust me, man, like I said, the shit gonna tell off on you. You need not apply if you got shit going on with your license. If you'd have had a ticket in the last 2 years, don't email me. Because get what? Everybody that email me, I feel like they deserve a fair shot. So when a person email me, I take my time, not only get up with you, not only just see what everything about, take a couple hours to talk to a person, interview a person a little bit, and see how farther we need to go. Then I spend my money. Hold on, let's say that one more time. I spend my money to run your MVR. I spend my money to send you to the clinic. Spend my money to help you get a tweet card. Cause we don't need you out here lacking and slack. I spend my money on this shit. So if you got any issue with your life, don't email me. If you, bro, I'm so sick of motherfucking with that shit, and I just hate to be so blunt about it. I probably done spent about $150, $200 in the last probably 6 months on bullshit, on straight bullshit. How diesel is right now? If you got a problem with your license, forget I ever mentioned this shit. You hear me? I ain't got time. I ain't got the money to be fucking off either. I ain't got time. If you got extenuating circumstances, don't email me. Don't get in my inbox. Don't get in my DM. If you got extenuating, so I'm not here. I'm not here to do no charity work. This is for qualified personnel only. I will train you to be qualified to know me on a prize way, but I need qualified personnel. I'm not here to really in-depth train. We're gonna do some load securement. If you can't come in here and seamlessly roll through them 13 gears, you can't come in here and operate a set of chains and binders without looking like you need a third hand. If you can't do that, man, please don't waste my time. Don't do that. Don't waste my time now. Cause me and you ain't gonna never be friends if you waste my time. I'm just be honest with you. I don't fuck with you no more. There's a couple people that have been in my inbox and shit like that. It's a couple people this shit happened to. I fuck with them because I know them personally, but they ain't had to do all that. They could just told me the truth and we could have kept it 1,000. We could have kept it funky. I ain't gonna even lie. I had some work for the freight line to do on some grain. Then we got some work for it to do on some logs. If somebody want to get into that. But by no means that we finna have you out there illegitimately. Damn, that's a clean truck, man. Hey, one in the comment, y'all, man, thumb up, thumb the video up, man. It's 180, y'all, 15. Come on, give me the thumbs up. That's a truck right there, boy. That is a 379 XD long hood Caterpillar 3406. 6 is Z, bitch. 6 is Z on they folk ass. Yeah, Lord. 300 gallon. I'll give y'all some spec that. Y'all ought to have your paper and pencils out. That goddamn that old factory 550 cat, 20, 2050 talk. No, my bad, 2250 talk. Look it up in the book. This is a 98. I say it's a 99 because it's a late 98. That what the DMV said. This is not a 99. This is a 98. This motherfucker was born in November. Well, I'd have drizzled down to the drizzle down. My bad, y'all. I'm finna get on off here, man. I hope everybody having a productive week so far. Like what I said about the truck. If you qualified, holler at me. We gonna talk about the money and everything. I ain't gonna even get into no money on here because everybody don't fit in the same criteria. Your experience might not warrant you making what you think you are supposed to think you should make and all that there. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But what will do is be agreeable, do some fair shit, and get what? Your experience. I ain't talking about what you said. Verifiable experience gonna get you paid fucking with me. The shit you say out your mouth don't mean nothing to me. It means absolutely nothing. You must forgot I'm trucking like I'm trapping. So what you got in your mind, I want to get over whatever you might have on your mind. And far what you might want to do is slip in the door. And once I get in, I learn. Yo, what? We gonna fight. We gonna fight, and we ain't gonna fight physically. We gonna have a verbal altercation. Won't take your motherfucking ass out of my face, bitch, cause you a flogging, faking girl. Basically, you're a girl. And if you're a female, I'm like you a flogging, facing bulldog. But at the same time, yeah, if you flogging and faking, I don't respect you no kind of way. So don't get in my inbox. Don't get in my email with that shit. For real now, y'all. Cause I'm dude that go on live and talk about you. And then you're gonna be mad at me. And I don't care. It's a good pre-trip. All right. Well, we out of here, you guys. I hope everybody had a blessed day. I hope you learned something. I hope you got something out the live. And if you would, you might want to do a consultation. Put yourself in the game. $ JBUTLER 357 on your Cash App. Leave your name in the memo section. When you see the thumb up as a reply, it will most definitely be your turn next. If you have spam blockers on, at that point, you might want to turn them off because I'm calling block because everybody can't have my number. If you follow me on Instagram, check the link in the bio, Calendly, where you can actually schedule your own consultation at your own personal time. And I don't have to send you a thumbs up and blase, blase. You can just get an appointment time. We could do it like that. Either way, it's convenient for you, it's convenient for me. Until next time, peace. Peace, peace.